Hello there. I feel like, well, like a couple things. Let's push this button. That's better. There was some kind of bug fix update on Satisfactory early this morning, and seems to have done something weird. I'm sorry. Wow, I just started to stream and I got totally distracted by a work thing. I blame Ben. It was Ben's fault. Wow, that was weird. I just like, I was partially in a work conversation, and then I saw the Slack message, and I honestly, for a second, kind of forgot I was streaming. Just that. Oops. Well, whatever. Um, okay. We are actually streaming. We are actually good. That was really weird. I just like my mind flipped a switch into work mode for a second, and I don't know. I went into like a fugue state of typing. Anyway, let's go into a fugue state of logistics. I actually don't know what to do in this game right now. Oh yeah, I was saying that there was an update that was making something weird happen with full screen between two monitors. It is a very basic requirement for me for a game on Windows to let you pick which monitor the game goes on. And in most cases, you can do that with Windows Shift left and right arrows, and I think that's right shortcut. Flop things back and forth. It is not true for every game, and it is I find it annoying when that doesn't work in a given game, but it does work for this game, although for some reason it just wasn't working, and I thought it was because of there was both a Steam client update and a Satisfactory update, and I thought maybe one or the other was causing issues, but I just turned everything off and then on again, and then it was okay. So we have grave concerns. Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna say. We have what should be a perfectly tuned Christmas factory over here, right? We shouldn't have to touch this thing. This thing, done with it. Right? We should be hopefully 100%. 100%. So it's, time will tell. We just need 500 of these, just leave it alone. So don't even touch that. Now, if we look in the upper right, we can see that both for the nuclear pasta, nuclear, for the nuclear pasta, nuclear, nuclear pasta, we're doing poorly. It's going very slowly. To update that would be kind of a kick in the pants, and I'll explain why in a moment. So one thing we could do today, we're done with Christmas, don't even think about Christmas. One thing we could do today is do the work to double the nuclear pasta output. Now I feel like I said the word too much and I don't remember how to say it properly. We have another particle accelerator, so it would require a whole new factory for a lot of factories. Like it's something like 16, take 16, a whole lot of copper and 16, I think refineries to use this certain recipe that I have to make enough copper. It's a lot. Nuke you lure. Nuke. But that song says, nuclear. Nuclear. So who can say? Nuclear? Nuclear. Nuclear. Yeah, so we would need a whole bunch of copper, and then that copper factory is so big it takes a megawatt by itself. So do we even have that headroom in our power situation? In theory, we do. But then the particle accelerator itself, I mean, I don't know. It's a little inconsistent here, right? Uh, has very variable consumption. It varies between 1.5, I mean, zero point 0.5 megawatts and 1.5 megawatts. Why is our upload unhappy? Or my bit rate was very inconsistent for a second. I am uploading so many terabytes of data, but I should have. Okay, wait. Let's maybe address that because that actually could be a problem. It could be a problem. How do I do this? I don't have a good. I guess we just throttle the whole thing for now. Hmm. One day I will have a fiber connection. One day I'll have a fiber connection with decent upload instead of paying so much money to Comcast for clown upload speeds. Clown upload speed. A joke. Um, so yeah, and I can't throttle to a specific. Oh boy. Okay, so traffic control. I guess we create a guaranteed, like a maximum bandwidth of all ports. So let's say it's only for hyper backup. Hyper. Those are incoming ports. We care about outgoing ports. So that's actually not helpful. Is this really going to do what I want it to do? Is this actually going to do the thing? So we have a guaranteed bandwidth and we have a maximum bandwidth. I'm supposed to get something like 30 megabit, 35 megabit up. This is capital B, bytes, not bits. So that would be more like 4 megabytes up. So in kilobytes per second, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 4 million. Is that right? No, that would be bytes per second. 4,000 kilobytes per second. Will that actually work? I don't feel like that's not actually true. I want this thing to show me more. How do we do this? Is there a network thing? A resource monitor. A resource monitor, but there's no separate. Does the resource monitor? Yes, have a network monitor. So our total kbps capital B is byte, right? Lowercase is bit. Always kind of get it wrong. Okay, that maybe worked. Seems like the bit rate's now a little better here. Yeah, okay, we can see it. Yeah, I see it tanking on the. Okay, we can probably look at this. I don't think anything here secret. See it tanking. So maybe that worked. I don't know. No, now the bit rate's bad again. So what happened? How's my bit rate this bad? How's my bit rate this bad? Sent seems to be going down. We should have bandwidth for this, right? I know. I need more bit factories to. It's it's a logistical nightmare. I'm actually a bit confused. Oh no, wait, that makes sense actually. I mean, that I basically capped it. It's weird that it went down at all. Um, I think I basically capped it at near what the maximum would be if it truly is 35 megabit, and it's probably less than that. Say it's 32 megabit divided by 8, so it's 4 meg per second. So we really should do half of that. Okay, let's try that, and if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna pause the transfer. So let's say 2 and 2. 1 meg per second up to 2 meg, and then maybe at some point we actually, that's not good, that's bad. Like I just majorly throttled this. Pretty weird though, the source port. Yeah, we want it based on the destination port. Anyway, I don't know, feels bad. Probably I should just pause, but I'm curious if this works. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Let's go back to the fake graphs here, away from the real graphs. So what? So yeah, it's pretty inconsistent. So I do have like a battery buffer that tries to smooth. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, that was weird. A battery bank that tries to smooth out the particle accelerator, going nuts. So during the period that it spikes, I've got some batteries, so the batteries can cover that. We probably actually should have enough battery. We should have 10 batteries total to cover both of these if we get them powered up. Anyway, my fear is if we go down this path, we're going to find that we're suffering when it comes to power, and then we're gonna have to like do our whole power business again, which we could. I could run. I have 2 nuclear facilities under that mountain, and it's probably a radioactive nightmare. But we could go over there and add fatter pipes, but that would take some time too. We could also spend time trying to optimize the advanced director, because I still feel like we spent a lot of time on that yesterday, but I still have a feeling in my heart because that whole thing is built on the back of like my very first factory, my very first home factory, and there's just so many things here that are not optimized. There's so many things that are probably, buffered for 10 hours, so there's a ton of whatever resource XYZ, but then we suddenly burn through it all and then everything collapses. So at the moment, even as we speak, our circuit board production is underperforming, which is, didn't we just do work on circuit boards? No, our circuit board factory is, oh, good gravy. I think it's the copper sheets, but how is that possible? Because I feel like nothing uses those copper sheets except for this factory. So how many copper sheets do we actually need? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 15, same as 4 times 30. So we need 120 per minute. I don't think anything else uses those. So maybe we truly are making less than 120 per minute. Okay, well, let's fix this. This is what I was going to say, maybe we should just do... We had 3 options today. We're done with Christmas for now because the Christmas factory is underway, although I do need to check the advent calendar. Or we focus on pasta, or we focused on optimizing the director, or we just say forget it. And because by the time we actually do all of the work to optimize those things, they might be done. Like it's potentially, it could take that long. There's a lot of factories over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they all appear to be... Well, it would appear here that we're outputting exactly 120 per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are all operating at 100%. So, was I just mistaken? It would appear we are making 120. I mean, I guess there's some possibility that we're just making it too slowly, so I guess we can make all of these conveyors obscenely fast, but that doesn't really feel like a real statement. It sounds like some words I just said that don't actually mean anything. Wrong button. But sure, let's just... I mean, I don't know. We'll get it on the conveyor belt faster. I don't know that should really make a difference, but... And just for kicks, let's just make sure to upload everything, because we have a ton of aluminum over here. We'll just make it all as fast as it can be. My fastest conveyor belt. Let's do this whole pipeline, just so we know that every piece of this is as optimal as possible for no reason, because probably we're going to go look and just realize that I just forgot to plug something in or something like that. But I want no questions here, no ambiguity. We want to know that this factory is as ridiculously fast as possible. Okay, we hit everything? I think so. I don't like this ending where you just end up with this nonsense. A suitcase with one item in it. Oh, come on. There's no reason for me to care about this, but somehow it bothers me. Okay, I'm not going to be bothered. Okay, so... just hard to say how this could go any faster, but it appears adequate, right? So, oh, well, here's the problem right here. Here's the exact problem right in front of my face, is we're using some copper right here. Not much. 22, so we're 45... Oh boy. How did that happen? Why are we still making heat sinks? Oh, because I switched to the heat, whatever, the industrial cooler based factory for, yeah, you know. Okay, we're not using that much of this, but yeah, that's the problem. So how much copper are we trying to use here? Trying to use 240. These are 30 in, 30 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 240. So if we wanted to exceed that, we would need to we need to expand. These are only Mark IIs, so they could become Mark IIIs. You have more copper here for some reason. I guess the all-clad aluminum. Okay. So, yeah, it's my fault. I don't really want to deal with it. So 240, what are we getting here? Only 240. These must be crappy. Are these impure or something? Oh, they're just normal. Well? I mean, it's easy enough to add. I don't really leave room, which is a bummer. I wish I had. And there's really no excuse for me not leaving more room. I mean, we could stick a few, like, you know, dangle a few off the side, I suppose. I just wanted to, like, maybe go explore today. Maybe find some, I don't know, find some more cool stuff. Hang out. Okay, we'll upgrade this to a Mark III. Excuse me, please. And then it looks like we could throw in some more helter smelters. And, sure. This split there. This is ill-placed. It would be annoying to move, but maybe we can... Yeah, that's very ill-placed, actually. Extremely inconvenient, but... Let's just... Let's move forward. Just add 4 more for now, and these take 30. So it's only 120. So really we could add more. It's just this stupid thing's in the way. We'd probably eat through this fairly quickly. Ugh, that's a lot of stuff. 120 more, even though we added 240 more, so really this is not the most efficient, but let's go with it for now. You can always... come back if things get dire. Okay. So that's all good. Need one of these. Oh, come on, just hook somewhere. Anywhere. Okay. And make these... What are these? Copper. Really, what we should be doing is probably using one of my fancy copper recipes, but I don't want to rebuild it. And then over here we need splitters, right? do that incorrectly? Oh, I sure did, because this comes in a weird way. Well, let's not do that. I just deleted the wrong thing. Splitter. Nope. Is that all correct? Really, this is not the way to do this. We really should have... Because it can't just be 1-to-1. We need a merger and then a splitter. Oh boy. Because we really kind of want to merge these and then split them in two, which sounds silly to say, but... Or we need to upgrade both miners to Mark III, which I guess there's really not a reason to not do that. Okay, candy canes, I think you can go... I think all the Christmas stuff, just don't need it right now. Just don't need it. Let's just upgrade this so we don't have to deal. And then this can just go right there, and this can go... How about that? I missed all those before I went upgrading. No real reason for this, other than I'm standing right by the thing that produces the materials for those, so might as well go nuts. Okay, so still means we're short, but we can do this. So what did we add? We added enough capacity. We added 120. And these take, so we can add 6. So we can add another 6, I guess. That math doesn't seem like it quite works. Wait, how is that possible that we would be short? Aren't we producing 240? 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should only be 180. Is it just because we're waiting for these to buffer up, I guess? Okay. These are hopefully slowly filling. Faster than they're... Yeah, okay. So it's just going to take a while for those to get fully buffered up. Yeah, this should be enough to add another 6, so let's just go ahead and do it. It's gonna be way more than we really need, but don't have to think about it ever again. Ever again. Let's do this. What are you doing? Should just make that a Mark III. I keep forgetting that I even have Mark III power poles. I don't know that I've even used one of them, but... Okay, so what are we doing? Copper sheets. Copper sheets. Copper sheets. Copper sheets. This is way overkill, but let's just do it. This is a splitter, so we really want a merger. This is doing nothing. Okay, let's merge all these. What does it take to make those? I'm pretty slow. One every 6 seconds? Okay. So now... what? Wait. Okay, this goes here. I see. It's here, and then it goes through there. So really, let's just merge them. So those all come together here. So really, if we merge them here, it would be fine, because we don't need this. Yeah. Okay. Ditch this. Ditch this. It's very confused for a minute there. And this will go here. That can go there. That can go there. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's not too steep. It's fine. Conveyor is fine. Okay, so we do this. And we do need a splitter. Silly. For the tiny amount that goes that way. Okay. I think we just substantially increased our throughput. Maybe not by a ton. Really only 60 more per minute, but hopefully that's enough. I mean, we could do more. We could. I don't want to. But we could. Okay. Hopefully... I mean, because we were close. We have just a little bit of overflow. We were short by 45, only if that was at full capacity, and it's not. So 60 should be good. Okay. Whoa. Oh, sparks. Is the train right above me? Cool. Okay. I wonder how Dracklin's train game is going. I want to play Dracklin's space train game. So... I hope that fixes our... That looks better. I mean, we're all green over here, for whatever that's worth. 100%. Maybe down here where we were. Yeah, yikes. We were only at 50% efficiency here, but... Well... Still seems like kind of a concern. Why aren't we getting more? $21, $22. You can do it. Okay, 15 per minute. Is this one even worse? No, that one is inexplicably 100%. Why would that ever be true? You would think this... Oh, that's weird. The one at the end of the line is one you would think would be... All of these are 100, except for that. What is wrong with you? Okay, anyway, well... In theory now, if those are 100%, we will be happy over here, although it's probably going to take a little time for that to... Because we really need... Oh, I don't even know where all circuit boards go. I must admit. But it's not super high throughput. It's just... 22.5 for there. So surely we're doing that. Okay, it looks like there's a lot coming on the way now. So hopefully that's good enough. Come on. Oh, come on. You're so close. Just do it. Come on. 18. 19. Dang it. Really? Come on. You're so close. Okay. So that one's okay. Are we not actually producing enough? Maybe we split our circuit boards too much. This is maybe a thing like I was talking about. Maybe we just had like a huge cache of circuit boards and we burned through it, and now we are this is really close. Circuit board deficient. But I think we're okay actually now. It's very close, but I think we're okay. Oh, come on. Come on, one more. Come on, 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 come on. Come on. Okay. Whew. That is a very close. 22.5. Who knows where else we're using circuit boards? I mean, honestly, we're probably just sticking them in a bucket somewhere, right? Like if we were, yeah, whatever this pipeline is. Where we have an embarrassment of circuit boards going in here. So we're using 9 per minute here. Call it 10 per minute. 7.5, that's 15, that's 30. So we're only making 60, but that should be enough if that's all we're using. But there could be some secret path of circuit boards that I'm missing. Those are high-speed connectors. So, okay, this makes slightly more sense that we'd be short here. But I thought we calculated this and we were happy. 15, 30, 60, 120. We only need 120. How are we not getting 120? It should have made it over here by now. That just comes under here. Is it you? It's you. Shoot. What are you doing? That's another 25 per minute. So we added another 60. That still feels like it should be enough. It still feels like it should be enough. What have we been doing with these? Nothing. Why are we making these? This goes nowhere. It just stops there. I think I temporarily had a little factory over there. And okay, wait, sorry, they do go. We're not making supercomputers over here anymore. Okay, so I think we can turn this. This may be a terrible mistake. I think we're not using that right now. So that's a little bit less coming off. Hopefully that helps. Over here. That's bad. I mean, that's crazy because these are fully pulled up. I mean, I guess eventually it will get there. I should have filled up. Okay, well, we should get there. Looks like we are still filling up. We just don't have a crazy surplus. That's only 42%. That's 100 at least. 43%. Bummer. Well, shoot. Is it going to catch up or is it never going to catch up? Now I'm concerned. Is something else using the copper that I'm not thinking of? Really wish you could have just like a throughput measurer or something that would tell you, like, or you can that would let you inspect a length of conveyor belt or something and have it tell you what the current throughput is. I do think these are slowly stacking. Maybe I can help see things slightly. That's the problem with this approach. Well, let's see how we do. See some green lights over there, which is promising, so. But you have to manually label them, right? They don't dynamically show throughput? Or can they magically do that? Because that would be awesome. My biggest fear on that is I just have a bad habit of, you know, siphoning off of things. And that I would siphon, and then by siphoning I would not only I would like make my throughputs a lie. What do we want to do? I do have some kind of feeling that we have some hard drives over here, even though it's in our own backyard. that I haven't gotten to yet. Also, now we're at, for those advanced directory units or whatever, we almost are halfway done with those, and our new Geller pasta is in an even worse shape. So it does mean that we probably should pay attention to the pasta. Oh, no, I feel like dynamic signage is not too much to ask. So, what do you want to do? Let me just go hang out over here for a little while. Just fly around. See if there's any cool stuff over here. Ben, do you use the jetpack or do you use the whatever I'm wearing? The rocket pack? The hover pack? I don't remember what is what. So maybe I've been making the game worse for myself by not using the jetpack. In my mind, this thing's better because I feel like you unlock it later. So it's obviously it's like, well, if you unlock it later, it's got to be better. That's how video games work. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. I've just gotten into this habit of when I'm exploring, I just make giant chains of power cables wherever I go, which actually I don't mind. I think it's kind of been a not bad strategy because it also that makes me know I've been a place. That was a weird way to put that sentence, but come on, come on. I see a purple worm. Call me purple worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm purple worm. Oh yeah, we gotta get up there. And down over there. We have some crashes just right here at home. But yeah, I don't know. I got annoyed with the jet fuel production. I don't want to deal with it, but maybe I should have. Should have? Should have. Should have. It almost sounds like I'm from Texas. What are we doing over here? Something? Okay, I was about to say, like, wow, nothing over here wants to kill me, but there it is. Okay. Those guys look intense. Where, didn't I see another thing? Wow, another purple worm. Yeah, that definitely happens. I try to be careful of that. I try to plan, like, now that I have such sprawling bases around the map, I try to plan it so I'm doing kind of a loop so that I will roughly end up in a place that I want to be, but I got way out there, like way over here, this crazy, I think way over here, maybe here, this giant plateau. It's hard to even tell how far the map goes, but I ran out of materials out here. I was able to make it back to this base, but it was a chore. All these purple worms right in my backyard. Who would have thought? I found one ship that required a material that I haven't even seen. It was like, I don't remember what it was called, like superposition oscillator or something. It was something I just I've not even encountered in the game. Man, I don't need gunpowder. I usually do fairly well just kind of lucking out having the correct thing in my pocket. But I have no sulfur, no coal. Sometimes the game throws you a bone by just having a little blob of sulfur or coal nearby, but so maybe I should get into the habit of when I don't. This is a habit I should have started a long time ago, huh? Of putting a beacon with the name of the thing I need on it. Call me Dr. Worm. Good morning. How are you? I'm Dr. Worm. Just some things. Okay, that's a fun thing the game has been doing to me lately. If you're up on your jetpack, sometimes your beacons just vanish and are gone forever. And they're not in your inventory and they're not in the world, they're just gone. So let's make another one of those. Because it just deleted my item. Cool. Very cool game. Try that again, maybe? Be a little more careful this time. Go to the ground. Great. What did I say we need? Gunpowder? Okay. Yeah, sulfur. I have a weird sulfur tower with a drone that flies all the sulfur over. And then I have a giant pipeline. I have two, I guess. For the nuclear reactor, I have a giant sulfuric acid pipeline. And then for the battery factory, I have a drone. Drone loop. That was the wrong thing to do. I did find a place that had coal and sulfur nearby, and I set up a little gunpowder factory, but because I don't like any of the weapons in this game, I haven't really bothered with it very much. I don't really use gunpowder. I think the rifle sucks. I think all combat in this game isn't very good, but especially found the rifle really disappointing. And it's all bad. I don't like any of it, but all these crash sites. Call me Dr. Worm. Good morning. How are you? I'm Dr. Worm. Oops. Oh, come on. I dodged that, clearly. Everybody knows it. I also found that I didn't like the rebar gun either. What do you use for combat? I basically just don't fight unless I have to. Is my combat strategy is just pacifist run. I'm gonna get over there. Oh, get me over there. Uh-oh, uh-oh. The whacking stick? Mm-hmm. Wait, is that a real item? Is that what I have? The Xeno Basher? The upgraded Xeno Basher? I forgot what it's called. Oh, I thought that was a crash. There's a crash site. Okay. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Yeah, it's not good. It's not fun to use, but... Oh, hello, everyone. The two pods? No, this is the pod. Okay. Ouch! How'd you hit me? Okay. Anybody else while we're over here? See some yellow worms. Ouch! I bet I didn't get that one because it's surrounded by poison. And I used to be afraid of poison, and now I just hover above it. Well, maybe I already got it. Repairs needed, eh? Okay. Well, we got 3 hard drives. Bad little run. Almost certain we got that one. Is there one up there? Okay. There appears to be a wreath up there, so I guess I've been up there. It's too dark in this game at night. What is that? What is that? It's hovering in the sky over there. What is this? What? I found a sky triangle. Okay. Well. And a mushroom. A single mushroom. Crashed there, but it looks like a place I've probably been. Also looks like a... No, that's not a crash. That's our nitrogen factory, I think. Yeah, okay. Just a cool train station over here, that's all. What are we doing over here? What is this pipe doing? Just pipe stuff, I guess. Okay, that's the current position of my radar tower. Radar towers in this game, pretty useless. Really wish there was something that would just like permanently just show resource nodes on the map instead of the continual scan vanish thing. Don't like that. A bit tedious. I think I just wasted a... I need to do that. A worm. That's a cool one. What is that a resource node for? Oh, is that an oil fracking node? Or is that just more water or more nitrogen? I don't think I've done any oil fracking. I think I've only done water and nitrogen. This looks like water. Is this just water? Water. Okay. So... What are we doing over here? Is there cool stuff up there? Where even am I? Okay, I think we've been most places here, so maybe we should just take the train back. Wait, what's that? Is that a merger or a sorter just stuck in the... Or is that a pod? Okay, that's a pod. Great. I also wish that pods got marked as discovered. I mean, I guess I could do that by adding beacons, but... Oh my gosh, I'm already out of cable? Whoa. Wow, and I'm out of wire. I didn't plan this trip very well. me Purple Worm. Good morning. How are you? I'm Purple Worm. I'm interested in things. Oh. Okay, I'll do it for a minute. Wrong buttons. Let's just continually hit the wrong shortcut. Where were we going? It's too dark in this game sometimes. I don't know what I was doing. It was this way. Those numbers are going up so slowly, but they are going up, so promising. Uh-oh, do I not have any oscillators? I do. 4 hard drives just right around our home base. Let's just take the train back. Is the train coming? I hear the train a-coming. It's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging. How did I miss that? How did I miss that when I was building a train right here? I thought the train was coming. I had a cool car for a while. I was driving that Explorer around for a while, but there's a dumb bug in the game where if you're deep underground and then you leave the area and you come back and it has to like reinstantiate your car, I guess it just raycast down from the sky or something, because I was in a cave and it kept putting my car back way up on top of the surface of the cave. This is too slow. Let's go take this. There's a hyper tube over here, I think. See it. So my car would suddenly be teleported up, whatever, 100 meters. And I went and found it twice, and then I think the last time I tried to do it, I couldn't find it. And it was just showing up on the map somewhere. It's probably just inside the mountain somewhere, I guess. Okay. Just take this hyper tube. I did get some new recipes for quartz and silica gel, but I kind of don't want to deal with it. Not silica gel. Jail? Silica gel? Just silica. Speaking of silica, no, speaking of silicon, instead of that day I kept saying silicone when I meant silicon. Blaine already made fun of me and hurt my feelings. Then there's, you know, silica gel. There's certain words that rhyme in Texas that don't rhyme in other places. My older sister's daughter, when she was little, and my younger sister's son, they were really into Blues Clues. And there's a song about the mail in Blues Clues. And the real song is, "Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it's here, I want to wail mail." So those words all rhyme, and it's reasonable. But when my older sister would sing it, she would sing, "Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it's here, I want to yell." Because in Texas, yell rhymes with mail. Because you can yell about the mail. When it's here, I wanna yell. Mail. My siblings. My accent comes out sometimes, for sure. But my siblings have pretty consistent, pretty intense Texas accents. They also all wear glasses. I don't know, that's somehow related. My brother got LASIK at one point, so he doesn't wear glasses anymore, but still. My siblings wear glasses and have intense Texas accents, and I just somehow there's a connection there. Somehow that's related. Used to be in particular when I would go back to Texas, or even just talk to my paternal grandmother on the phone before she passed away. She's from Tennessee, and then I feel like she started with a pretty intense accent, and then of course it only ripened with age. So in speaking with her, my accent would just come out of nowhere. Do they say crick down there for creek? Well, where I come from, there's no water, so no, we don't. we don't. We don't have cricks or creeks. Maybe in parts of Texas where there's water, but I didn't really encounter cricks or creeks as a child. I have heard cricks, certainly, in that part of the world, but not in West Texas. Which, West Texas, by West Texas, we mean the northernmost part of Texas, as opposed to North Texas, which is actually the eastern part of Texas. Yeah, water. Yeah, right. Water? I don't know what. Let's see. I was just gonna try to find a map. Weird that when I switch over here, the game capture breaks. I feel like I should know this, and I always get it wrong because it really doesn't make any sense. I was just gonna see if it was like one that broke up some regional names for Texas and how absurd they are. I'm from the Great Plains, but that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking more for. I mean, usually where I'm from would be called the Panhandle. I'm trying to find a map that shows the absurdity. There's certain set of terms. Lots of plains. The Great Plains, the Central Plains, but I want High Plains. Yeah, but that's more like biomes. I want. Okay, so this is the thing I've always found baffling. So this is frequently referred to as North Texas over here. And this is East Texas. North Texas, East Texas. South Texas is over here. It's not really south of North Texas. West Texas, of course, is West Texas I'll buy. Like, this says West Texas makes sense. The northernmost part of Texas is not included in any way in North Texas. Central Texas, you'll note, is not in the central part of the state. The central part of the state is hill country. I don't know this beyond Texas. So, yeah. The Texas Panhandle. Yeah, there's kind of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get that's whatever. All of these are big enough to be their own state, basically. Anyway, so this website is called rvtexasyall.com. I'm always interested to see how people punctuate y'all. I'm pretty pedantic about certain things. However, lots of people will argue with you that this is the correct and only way to punctuate y'all. Those people think that y'all is a contraction of you all. You all is contracted by this, but y'all is not always a contraction of you all. It is sometimes a contraction of ya all. And if it's a contraction of ya all, it is totally valid in my mind to put the apostrophe here and use the A from the ya. Like even if you listen to, it depends, like different parts of the South will say that. Even if you listen to the Beverly Hillbillies theme song at the end, admittedly, I haven't listened to this in a while, but I'm pretty sure at the end of the Beverly Hillbillies theme song, it doesn't say y'all come back now. It's y'all come back now. Y'all, y'all or y'all. Those are different words, like regional dialects. So I can make the case for either punctuation, but I feel like y'all, that kind of y'all is a little bit different. So I think y'all can be abbreviated in the other way. Well, that's just silly, Ben. You don't have to contract it if you're using all the letters there. Yeah and all. So not no contraction necessary. So okay, it feels like our advanced directors are moving slowly but surely. Although now that I say that, I see a yellow light. Good grief, we're never going to get this balanced. So we have a stricture, a constraint of some kind, which is probably this factory back here, which is computers. So are we short on computers? Now we're short on computers, which probably means we're short on crystal oscillators. Because we have 1 trillion circuit boards now, because we ramped up circuit boards. Somehow we have 28 crystal oscillators here. We only have 3 here. I'm tempted to just throw a pile of crystal oscillators here, but maybe we should actually go solve the problem. So we want... Okay, one is more overclocked than the other, so that would kind of explain that problem. 3.25 and 2.5. So 5.75, call it 6. Let's say we need 6 crystal oscillators a minute. We're using those for radios now and for supercomputers. Well, no, the radios go in the supercomputers, right? Y'all. It's a complicated thing. Okay. So I knew this day would come. So what resource have we exhausted? I hope it's not crystal, but I think it's crystal. It's crystal. It's super duper definitely crystal. Well, you know, the part about that's a little heartbreaking is for probably the last 20 hours we've just been dumping lots of extra crystal into a resource sink, so you know that's a little sad. I guess there's also a possibility that our train has stopped. Oh no, here comes a bunch of crystal. So let's try to speed this stuff up. Maybe we're actually okay and it's just we're too slow to unload this crystal? Do we gotta go through this stupid sorting rigmarole? So let's just try to upgrade all these, and that will hopefully help a little, but maybe not actually enough. We may actually need to go check out our crystal production. Wait, don't do that. Oh my gosh. I'm just throwing crystal in the trash. I don't even know what this other... What even is this other one? I think that's aluminum casing. I don't even know what we're doing with that. But there it is. I think that's for the radios. But that's fine. Let's just try to, like, get it... get it moving. Okay. So let's just, let's just really... So we knew there would be a problem of like the 1/2 of 1/2. No, we did fix it. Never mind. We fixed that. So this actually should be correct. We just want to, we just need to move it faster. So if we get there, and then we get here, and then we get here, let's just go all the way. Let's just make sure all the crystal moves as quickly as possible. Okay. So there's a possibility that we're okay, and the train will come frequently enough to prevent that constraint, but, oh no, what are these Slack messages? Ben, is this you? What's going on over here? No, it's Wajma saying insane things, but that's okay. That's what Wajma's best for. That's why she makes the big bucks. I mean, secretly, the main reason we hired Wajma is because she knows lots of good Australian slang. That's the most important part. That's her most important job qualification. Not her master's from NYU. It's actually Aussie slang. It was an important qualification. Okay, so I just don't know. Yeah, it's pretty critical. You need it. You want a person like that on the phone with the client, right? Okay, no, we're just short. We're just in trouble. So how much do we actually need? These are all super overclocked as well. So we need 180 per minute. Oh, that's so annoying because we have our... Oh boy. Our method for getting... This is what I was saying, that by the time we optimize all this stuff, it's going to be done being... Like, we're going to be done. It's such a hassle that by the time we work out all the kinks in this, we will have just produced everything, and we should have just let it go slowly, but oh well. So what did I say? We need 180 crystal? And how much are we actually getting? Wait, what's this? How can we be moving this slowly with Mark V conveyors? No way! I mean, it's my stupid sorting thing, but, doing what I can here. This is my fancy separator. How could we not do this? We kind of have to. Okay, well, so this says we're making... wait, our incoming transfer rate is 178, and we need 180. We're too short. Is that really true? That doesn't really feel true. I mean, we've got a little bit buffered back here. Is there anything in this bucket? Man, we burned through this really quickly. It's annoying that the separator slows things down. But okay. We burnt through the full reserves. Now we're just burning through what's on the belts. Is there a train on the way? Really 2 crystal short? Probably using them for something else. Okay, so that's that. That factory just ate up its last reserves. There's not much we can do other than try to get it on the train faster, I guess. Is it really? It feels like it's so close, though. Where are you, train? Okay. Well, that's it, right? We have one more after this. Come on, train. Come on, train. When we were rating country music last night, I didn't even mention Lukenbach, Texas. That was the only 2 things in life that make it worth living was guitars tuned good and firm feeling women. I don't need my name in the marquee lights. I got my song and I got you with me tonight. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. We'll go to Lukenbach, Texas. Wayland and Willie and the boys. Okay. It's not terrible, but it's... The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoy. Why is the jetpack so slow? It's so slow. It's so slow. I should switch. I wish there were keyboard shortcuts to switch things. I'm thinking maybe I just should do it. There's an exosuit mod that lets you have the jetpack and the like running, jumping legs on at the same time, because you should be able to. This is just not an unreasonable thing to want. So here's the issue. Like, we go through great lengths to get that... I should have just ridden the train, huh? To get that quartz on the train is not a trivial process. And actually, the trains... This is full. The outgoing buffer on the train is full. So are we actually moving as much stuff as we can? Maybe we actually can't do any more with the train as is. Oops. Where's the thing I want? This thing. Or is it just it stopped because the train was there? So let's just try do what we can with just upping throughput. Because I do think we come off the mountain on Mark 5. Conveyor belts? Okay. So that's all good there. Let's go ahead and upgrade our little splitters. So what did I say? We need 180? So here's the thing that's going to be annoying. Is... That means... Okay, wait. Actually, that's not true. We do have a... Somewhere. I think it is built on top of it, actually, unfortunately. We do have a Hyperloop somewhere that gets us on top of the... Okay, there it is. Up to the quartz land. We'll go to Luckenbach, Texas. Wayland and Willie and the boys. The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. What? Harbor Freight, 30% off items up to $10. $20 for Inside Track Club members. Sunday, December 19th. I need... I mean, you know, Harbor Freight's got some okay stuff. Okay stuff. It also has a lot of terrible stuff. I mean, I don't know. A lot of the tools at Harbor Freight, I don't... For better or worse, it's the way it works. They're just basically disposable. They're just of such low quality. I mean, that's kind of a miraculous, though, that they have this... Normally, you kind of mentally associate... good warranties with good quality, but Harbor Freight has a different approach, and they... How did I do this? Oh, I see. Okay. You can get some terrible quality things that still have good warranties. So you can get some, like a Pittsburgh clamp that just is basically disposable. And when it breaks, you just take it in and you get a new one. Okay, I mean, it would appear that we have ample leeway to just throw on 2 more constructors. Point is, I don't like the... I'm not really comfortable with this concept of disposable tools. But a disposable tool with a infinite warranty, I don't know. So it sounds almost like a duplication bug in a video game or something. Okay, we want to... A couple more mergers and acquisitions. Go to Luckenbach, Texas. Wayland and Willie and the boys. The successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Okay. That's gonna be Mark III. Oh, baby, let's sell those diamond rings, buy some boots and faded jeans, go away. This coat and tie's choking me, and in your high society, you're crying all day. We've been so busy keeping up with the Jones, 4-car garage and we're still building on. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Well, I don't know if this kind of... cause a dramatic difference. And this ratio is not great, right? It's, oops. Well, first we gotta turn it on, right? Then Willie comes in and sings his part. We're gonna look in my Texas with Wayland and Willie and the boy. A successful life for a living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. That's not a very good Willie impression. You know what is a good song? It's actually a great song. Willie didn't even write it, but he performed it on the Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack. I think the actual creator of the song, composer of the song, writer of the song, performs it on the soundtrack, but then Willie also performs it on the soundtrack, and obviously Willie's version is a trillion times better. But it's a Cruel, Cruel World. It's actually a pretty good song. Cruel, cruel world, must I go on? Cruel, cruel world, I'm moving on. I've been living too fast, and I've been living too wrong. Cruel, cruel world, I'm gone. It's a great song. Well, this big old world's got me running round. I heard a voice that said, just settle down. Well, that only added 45 more per minute, but maybe that helps. Maybe all this speeding up helps. I think we got some... I thought I got a new chord chesty. Right. That is really great. We'd have to switch everything to refineries over here, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. My favorite band? Oh boy. I don't know. This is such a bad fake answer, but I'm actually really bad at favorites. Well, I had to say, like, a favorite artist, I'd probably say Elliott Smith. Probably. Favorite band? Yeah, I don't know. There's just too many considerations. Elliott Smith is basically a one-man band. Favorite country music artist might be Willie. It's just hard to date, as also because of I am the person I am. There's times where I will go so hard on a band for a very long time, and then, like, I don't know. There was in my late teens, for example, I got so into Ben Folds 5. I was so into Ben Folds 5, and I listened to Ben Folds 5 all the time. And even though it was kind of a weird thing and not that easy to do at the time in the late '90s, early internet era, like, try to find all these bootlegs and things like that, live performances, whatever I could find, and then I did that for some years, and then I was like, I don't ever want to listen to this again. I did later listen to, like, his solo stuff, but I don't know. There was just one day it was like, it just almost never occurs to me to listen to Ben Folds 5 now, even though there was a period where it was all I wanted to listen to. I had a similar thing with the Pixies. where there was a period where I just wanted to listen to the Pixies all the time. Um, and then there was like basically a 10-year period where all like default want to listen to all the time was Elliott Smith. And finally I was like, I don't think it actually is helping my anxiety and depression uh, to deliberately listen to Elliott Smith. I think it actually might be a poor choice to do this. And so from there, I decided to listen to more upbeat, anxious, and depressing music. So I switched to listening to a lot of Up Montreal. And even that was like 10 years ago. And then since then, I don't know. It's been a while since I've had a band that I just totally fixated on. I did have a couple years ago, a pretty big, A Giant Dog fixation. They're amazing. There's these two people, um, Sabrina, and I'm forgetting the other kind of lead, but they have two bands in Austin. They may even have more, but they have two actually popular bands with record deals on two different record labels, with two different musical stylings, and they like put out albums for both bands and tour as both bands kind of separately, and both bands are great. It's A Giant Dog and Sweet Spirit. And so I guess a few years ago I had two favorite bands that were really the same two people. Um, they're real good. I haven't checked in on them with a while. Checked in on them for a while. I'm not even sure they had any new 2021 albums. I feel like my go-to often. I mean, one thing is I can't listen to music with words while I work. My brain can't do it. In fact, most of the time I'm not listening to anything while I work unless maybe it's like noise or yeah, gray noise or brown noise. Uh, Sometimes really ambient electronic music, but even that I find distracting when I'm really trying to focus. Why is there a yellow light over here? That should never happen. Do you see that? There's a yellow light over there. How could that ever happen? These are all supposed to be perfectly balanced. How is this possible? These are all supposed to be 100% perfectly balanced. The only way they could be, the only way they could be yellow is if they were overproducing. Well, okay, that is actually a valid thing that could happen, I guess. I don't really consider that, but it is possible that some of the stuff in the back could overproduce because we didn't add any buffers. So just based on the time it takes to build things, yeah. Should have added buffers in the middle. So that's unfortunate because that may actually be compromising our overall output, right? It says 100%, but wait, who did an Arcade Fire cover album? Wait, did a giant dog? Did they really? I don't think I knew that. That would be pretty funny. Oh, covered Arcade Fire's Neon Bible in its entirety. I did see. I remember actually seeing that come out. I don't know. I just didn't I didn't connect the dots. You know what? That's funny. I didn't even connect the dots on that. I think when I saw it, okay, I definitely need to get into that. The I think the thing that actually did catch my attention at the time, because I don't think I even made the connection that it was an Arcade Fire cover album, is I think I looked at the track listing. So that's 2007. Yeah, I don't think I even really registered that because most of their albums are Wait, okay, sorry. That's the Arcade Fire version. Let's see. Was that last year? But their cover was more sexually explicit. Yes, of course, much more sexually explicit. Um, 2019. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I think the thing I didn't. I was so weird. Didn't even mentally make the connection that it was an Arcade Fire cover album. I just remember looking and thinking that it was weird because normally every one of their albums has one song on it that has a Radiohead title, like Fake Plastic Trees or just Creep is on another one. And I think I looked at that and I was like, oh, that's weird. This album doesn't have uh, there's no Radiohead title on here. Actually, I did. This was out this year. Um, a cover of Suddenly Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors, which I was in Little Shop of Horrors in high school, and I played the dentist, and that was really the high point of my acting career. Orin Scrivello, I think was the dentist's name. That's Sabrina, and she's amazing. And Giant Dog's great. Yeah, I don't know. That's really funny. I don't know why somehow I did not even make that connection. That, of course, Neon Bible was a Arcade Fire album. Okay, so that all seems okay. And then Sweet Spirit just, yeah, has very much its own. I don't know how to describe it. It's a certain kind of like, I don't know quite know the genre. Like there's something to it that is like almost almost evocative of a show tune. But in the way, but not in a bad way, but in a way like almost like some of the songs, some of Sweet Spirit songs almost sound like they could be on the soundtrack to Grease or something. Okay, so this is bad. We're in bad shape, and it's computers, and it is definitely crystal oscillators, right? That's what's eating our lunch. Are we improving? I see 4 crystal oscillators right there. Okay, this seems maybe okay. Were you? What, yeah. What? What kind of shows are we talking here? What shows did you crew for? Did you wear all black and carry a flashlight? Okay, I still see yellow over there, so that's bad. I see so much crystal. Look at all the crystal. There's so much. I do feel like my little sorting merry-go-round is kind of a problem, but this says 211 items per minute, so we should be okay now. Maybe we're still like it's taken a while to go down the mountain and get on the train and all that business, but we should be okay because we don't use this crystal for anything else currently. Down here, at least. Oh man, Oklahoma. That is a play. Okay. I was in a lot of plays when I was young, and then I lived in Hollywood for a while, and I was in a play in Hollywood, and somehow that experience was enough to make me say, like, I never want to do this ever again. And so, which is good. I feel like I got it on my system, and then after that, I was like, I don't even want people to look at me. I just want to make things and have people look at those things. And it took me a really long time to get back to where I could, like, even do this. And not that, I was always fine speaking in front of people and things like that. But as far as like performative acts or that kind of attention-seeking motivation, it like, I don't know, it erased it from my system. So, how is this true? Huh. Um, but there's a couple of plays that maybe happened like before or after me in high school, or before or after me in other whatever like little community theaters things that I did. But Oklahoma, I do kind of regret that I was never in Oklahoma. Mainly because I am so fascinated by uh, Poor Judd is Dead. In fact, I think the actual name of the track is not Poor Judd is Dead. I think it is Poor Judd is Dead. Dead. Let's see. Poor Judd is dead. Right? Is Poor Judd is dead? And when they say, oh, yippee, okay. Poor, Pore, Judd, Jud. I guess that's really how I spell his name. Is Daid, Daid, and that it is like weirdly sort of the most. I don't even know what word to use. It is. It's like one of the most sinister. Okay, so Curly, you could almost think of it as like Curly is Popeye and Judd is Bluto or something. You know, like Curly is the handsome hero, and Judd is kind of like the big lumbering, not quite villain, but sort of villain. Um, and in a very kind of like Looney Tunes kind of way, and maybe that's the best touch point for it, like Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd kind of way. Curly tries to convince Judd that the best way for him to get people to love him is for him to kill himself. Right? Am I remembering this right? Basically, Curly sings the song to Judd, and he's like, "Oh, if you kill yourself, everyone's going to be so sad that you died, and they're really going to love you. So you should definitely commit suicide, and it'll be great." It's a pretty weird song. Poor Judd is dead. Poor Judd is dead. Poor Judd fries dead. All gather around his coffin now. His coffin. He had a heart of gold, and he wasn't very old. And why did such a feller have to die? And then, yeah, it's pretty weird. Like Judd is, I think Judd starts to like get into. It's got like vaguely, I don't know. It's a very somber kind of, I don't know, psychopathic version of like rabbit season, duck season. He looks oh so pretty and so nice. He looks like he's asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep, but it's summer and we're running out of ice. So basically, he's gonna rot. But um, that's a good song. It's weird, but the best song in Oklahoma is Kansas City, by far. Right? Is that true? Or any of these songs as good as Kansas City? Because I don't think so. I mean, Oklahoma's pretty good. Oh, what a beautiful morning. It's good. Sorry with the fringe on top. I can't say no. It's a kind of a weird one. People say we're in love is one of that's kind of the classic. Um, yeah, Kansas City. It's a good song. I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday, I learned a thing or two. For up to then, I didn't have an idea what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves almost every time I took a walk. And I put my ear to a bell, held telephone, and a strange woman started in to talk. So the weirdest part about it, though, is he goes to a strip club. Okay, they did change the words. She started dancing, or dancing made me feel. Yeah, in the original version, he talks about going to like a. He calls it a burlesque. It's a burlesque show. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They've gone and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building are to go. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. They got a big theater they call a burlesque. For 50 cents you can see a dandy show. One of the girls was fat and pink and pretty, as round above as she was round below. I could swear that she was padded from her shoulder to her heel, but later in the second act when she began to peel, she proved that everything she had was absolutely real. She went about as far as she could go. She went about as far as she could go. It's a good song. That's a good song. Okay. Things are still not looking great with the quartz, which is unfortunate. Come on, train. Where's the train? Oh my gosh, where's the train? Oh my gosh. What a crisis. It's a debacle. Well, I don't know what to do about this. Okay, the train is here. Are we gonna get it just in time? Just in the nick of time? Oh, train, you're so slow. Just... Come on, buddy. Come on, train. Come on. Where it's too slow. It's not gonna make it. Oh, it's close though. Well, all the aluminum plate came out for... Yeah, it's still not fast enough. I don't know what to do about that. Really. Oh, also I realized that 219... Oh, right. That throughput includes... Wait. Was there no... There it is. We had to get through all of the... Man, the sorting slow. That 219 includes the, or this, yeah, 221 includes the aluminum plate, of course, obviously. I think I want to buy a new router. I don't need a new router, but I need one. I mean, I don't need one, but I need one. Whale? I mean, I don't think we're that far off, but it is a bummer because it... Am I overproducing crystal oscillators? That things messing up things? Is it computers? Is that our deal? Yeah, it's computers. I forgot about this recipe. So we switched to this? Maybe we switched to this recipe. 12 rubber to make one. I mean, we could do both. We don't have enough circuit boards to do both recipes. This was what I had previously, and I hated it, obviously, because it uses screws, and everything that uses screws is terrible. Then we switched to this, but the oscillator is a pretty expensive thing. We have a whole oscillator setup over there that we're not really using for other stuff at the moment. This, though, we do have, I think we have just a glut of quick wire. I mean, we're using a lot of quick wire somewhere, actually. Where's that going? I guess I did change. Oh, no! Oh, good grief. I forgot we got a bunch of hard drives and we didn't even... Oh, man. What an embarrassment. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. I got to Kansas City on a Friday. Maybe I should go live in Kansas City. Am I gonna buy a house here? So costly. And there's like... Sure are some things about Portland that are not great. I need to get some, need some mushrooms. Should we stop playing this game and just shop for a router? Binary's fault seeded my... Actually, the fault is I was helping a friend get all set up and buy some networking gear, and then I made the mistake of looking at it. That rubber... circuitry is kind of interesting. You know what we could do? Maybe this is the jam. Maybe this is actually the secret. I don't really like the idea that I'm about to suggest, but maybe it's not a terrible idea. Is we keep these, but because some of these computers are going somewhere else, right? Or is that not true anymore? Yeah, some of these computers are going off and doing, I don't know, who knows what. I don't even know what they're doing over there. We could set up 2 more of these, but using the other recipes. Well, we're not actually that overclocked, are we? We're only very... This one's actually underclocked. That doesn't make any sense. Why would I have done that? I guess I was trying to match the exact number of computers we needed. And when we say, oh, yippee-ki-yay. Okay, this is going so slowly, and it's a real bummer. And in terms of circuit boards, we appear to be doing very well in terms of circuit boards. So I think let's do it. Right? That's when we say, yeah, it'll be okay. Actually, this is a terrible recipe because it takes 7 circuit boards to make 1 computer. And this, for 8 circuit boards, you get 3 computers. So this isn't good. Oklahoma. So we are sending 1 computer away. Does that go into the radio? Because maybe we make a rubber computer for the radio. Or maybe we just wait and see what these other hard drives scan before we make drastic changes, which is what I should have been doing for the last 40 minutes. What an outrage. Because I'm pretty sure this is computers. We're just moving computers across the entire world. Wish there was a kind of computer that didn't take circuit boards, but what kind of computer would that be? We can get Quickware over here. We have rubber in the neighborhood. We have no circuit boards over here, though, so it'd actually be better to build it across the way and send it over. That's when we say, yeah. Yeah. Oklahoma, okay. Okay, what do we actually have in the pantry here? We've got circuit boards all along here, so that's handy. We got any quick wire around here? Is this quick wire? Yes. We're using just an obscene amount of quick wire. For what? For nothing. Is that true? We're just buffering. Okay, we're not using quick-wire at all. We're just sending quick-wire row. So that's good to know. So that makes me think that somewhere around here there's going to be some magical crossroads where we have all of the things. Like rubber. This is rubber. We seem to be using rubber, but we're sending rubber on the train? For reasons I don't remember. We don't seem to be using rubber up that way, though. So we have rubber. We have quick wire. That means rubber comes from over... Where's all our rubber? Why are all of our rubber factories yellow? Oh, I know why. Well, funny story about that. When we turned off those factories, now we have a glut of... Shoot. Okay, well, we got to do something with this. What are we going to do with this? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 160 heavy oil residue per minute. Didn't we get a fuel recipe? Shoot, I think I refused that. We can turn it into fuel. And we just turn it into fuel, get some jet fuel, but I don't want to have to make that. So we could just turn it into fuel, I guess. Or anything else good we can do with... That's problematic, really. Do we have an alternate rubber recipe? We could do this. I don't know, do what with it, I don't really know. She could turn heavy fuel back into crude. That would actually be a useful recipe, but... Okay, well, let's flush this toilet, I guess, and then... We do have this that we're using. So we are using this. Yeah, the bummer is if we want to start packaging fuel, we got to use our plastic, and we need most of our plastic production right now, but right now we're totally wasting. I don't really know what to do. I guess we could just turn those on and keep making that and just... Even though we don't need to. I mean, it's a very expensive power-wise to run those 10 manufacturers, but... I don't have a great plan for what to do with the... Hello? What's that stuff called? Heavy oil residue. What can we do with this? I don't want to package it. Whoa. Coated cable. Yeah, it's just compacted coal. Wait, what is turbo fuel? Turbo fuel? Hard drive research chain. What? What? How do I not even know about that? What? I didn't know that that was... Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I got it. It's just a specialty recipe, but it has its own icon? Okay. Well, I don't really know what to do about turbo fuel, but interesting to know. So, like, the short answer is there's, like, nothing cool we can do here. Unless maybe... How do we make compacted coal? This is what we were doing the petroleum coke. Anything cool we can do with petroleum coke? Oh. That's a pretty weird one. This is what we were doing to make steel. Hmm. Okay, well, I don't know what to do right now, actually. So let's just flush this. Let's flush this whole network, actually. And yeah, well, hopefully we get something good. Compact coal? Yeah, I just don't use... It's only more efficient for things that are gonna burn coal, right? Like coal power plants, and I've almost gotten rid of all of those. But I needed the petroleum coke. That was all for a steel factory. We're just not using any of that factory anymore because we finished that. Ugh, these are only at 62%. And it's all computers. Okay, well, rubber's a problem. Don't worry, whatever we just researched on the hard drives, it's gonna fix everything. I mean, I really probably should be making jetpack fuel. I just don't want to... Okay. Okay, these are interesting. I don't think we care about rotors right now. This, well, I wish I had this before, but now I've already have sulfuric acid going, so it would be a pain to get the sulfur and the silica there. Yeah, this is not... That's not that important to me. This, though... Well, but we just realized we're like short on rubber. And this is pretty interesting because it's way less crystal, which is at least part of our bottleneck at the moment. But we have no rubber, and I also think we just turned off the we turned off this factory. But it's 1-to-1 here. This isn't bad. I think we go with this one. I don't know if I want to do it now, but that's really a good one to have in the old back pocket. Okay, so we're gonna try to do rubber computers. I just don't know what to do with unless we have a better recipe for this. We kind of don't. Oh! Well, this is a funny one. Let's do this. Let's do this because this will kind of like semi-solve our problems. Okay, this may be a weird thing to do, but I think this is actually going to solve our problems. Um, but they will be sort of hard to measure what we're doing because that means some of the oil we want to, yeah, okay, like the it's gonna be a little bit weird to calculate, but I think we can figure it out. Of course we can figure it out. Obviously we can figure it out. Okay, so we're over here, and what we need to do is we have a certain amount of heavy sauce coming in here, and we're using all of it to make petroleum coke, and then we use that with iron to make, that's a fancy steel recipe, and right now we're just fully saturated with steel. Like right here we are just fully, that would be where? That would be, what are these doing? Oh yeah, did those want steel ingots? What did that want? This could work out well. I think I'm gonna mess up the, okay, so it's a constructor and it just wants steel ingots. So let's just take these ingots and let's just make a weird little sub factory over here. So how many ingots are we producing here? That is a lot. We're making 600 ingots per minute, but okay. We don't have to use all of that, but we have to use a fair amount of it, so... what are we trying to do? This thing. And it only takes 3, and we make 600, but it's 60. So actually, if we made 10 of these, that would exhaust the whole supply, which is interesting. But we don't need to exhaust the whole supply, right? We only want to exhaust half the supply because we want to keep half of the oil. So we really only want to make, what did I say? So if we made 10, we really want to make 5. Let's say 4. So we just start with 4 and see how we do. So yeah, we want... We also have this empty fluid tank, so... Oh, we don't want to do that. That takes valuable aluminium, so let's... Split, and also... Can't afford. I'm totally out of cable. Well, that's a bummer. There's no cable anywhere in this neighborhood, is there? Any cable over here? I don't think so. Anywhere in this entire factory? No. Let's go back over yonder. So yeah, my ambition is if we can use half. I don't think this math is going to quite work out, but in my mind it's like, oh, you use half of the output of the heavy oil in actually we could figure it out on that calculator. What are we trying to make? Packaged what? We don't want to just package the heavy oil. We want to package the fuel. So yeah, it gets a little complicated, but maybe we try to figure it out with the thing. So if we want packaged fuel, and we want to say, it's gonna be a little weird. I just want to figure out the ratios, but using certain recipes. So, for example, we want to use none of these, let's say. So we want the steel canister, and we want steel made. We want this steel. No, we want the steel that's made with coke steel. And we want we want the fuel that's made, just residual fuel is fine. And we can make rubber. What am I forgetting? We need rubber to end up with the heavy oil residue. And then the heavy oil residue is going into the coke. Petroleum coke. And then what recipe am I forgetting? Let's just do all here for a second, I guess. I just don't want to use any plastic. I don't want residual plastic. I don't want the polymer resin. Or the, I guess, fuel, but we don't want the one, we don't want this one. We end up with rubber. So we get rubber, some of it's gonna go, okay. That's petroleum coke, that's the iron, that's all fine. We're all good there. It's just steel canisters. So we actually have 4 refineries, so we could have 4 times this. Well, this is pretty confusing actually. So it's, I'm just trying to get this ratio is really the thing I want. Here, so this is residual fuel. How much? Okay, this is what we need to figure out. So this is 0.3765 refineries, but we actually 4 times that. So I think we're more like in the 100 a minute territory. $400 per minute territory. Somehow this math is not making sense to me. That's 3.75. A residual fuel refinery, 10x. So we're trying to get this number to 4, basically. We don't have this much rubber, though. At all. So I actually Something isn't making a lot of sense to me. Why did we have 4 refineries if we only had 8 of these? So, no, we're off by like a factor of 4. I mean, this is a bit more in the ballpark. So, that's fine. Let's just go with this. What did we need? We needed cable, and we needed to check the MAM. Oh, no cable over here. Why is my jetpack so slow? It's a jetpack. I mean, it's not a jetpack, it's a hovercraft. Okay, so no idea why I never use this stuff. I have no idea. I have too much of this. This is kind of interesting. Actually, this is pretty huge because that is a 2-to-2 ratio there. And don't we have to use high-speed connectors to make the AI limiters? Right? So if we could cut out needing to make the... How do you make these things? Okay, sorry, not true. That's not true. It's more complicated because the AI connectors are more complicated. But we do have, well, I'll take circuit boards. I don't know. What does it normally take to make an AI limiter? It's kind of nice that these actually don't require circuit boards. So, well, let's do it because we do need a... Yeah, I don't know. Let's do it. Okay. What else? What are we doing? Cable. You'd think we would have some cable somewhere, right? I thought we had many cable factories. Here's a whole bunch of cable. Where's this going? Let's borrow some. How are we doing on these? 80%? Oof. But again, look at that number ticking up. We now have over 2,000 of those. So really our nuclear process is in worse shape. Even if we just went at the rate we're going, which is not a great rate, we're going to hit the, whatever, director module, whatever they're called, advanced directors. We'll hit those before we hit, oops. So that's what I should be working on, but I'm not. Poor Judd is dead. Poor Judd, kind Judd. Look, we got a lot of rubber now. Whatever we were using early on, I was eating a lot of rubber, seems to be turned off. That's another problem. I turned off a ton of factories when we finished those other 2 objects, so all the throughput all around this part of the world is just effed up. But let's at least get some rocket fuel because Ben's making me feel bad about myself because I'm using this stupid hovercraft that just makes me mad all the time. Hoverpack, whatever it's called. Let's start with 4 of these and we'll just make however many refineries we need to fill them. We're still gonna not be perfectly load balanced, especially with this weird strategy of like partially just siphoning off of something that should always be on, but currently isn't. But he'll end up with jet fuel, so great. Or whatever it's called. Packaged fuel. Okay, so you want hours. And I'm going to say let's leave ourselves room to build more here. In fact, I probably should have given myself even more room, but whatever. And then we'll say that off, I don't know, over here. We will build some, I don't really like that actually though. prefer it went this way, but oh well. There's more room this way. We now want some... Well, actually, those are independent, right? The refineries that we need to turn the heavy oil into fuel would really be... I thought I had this clocked. Like, I thought I had this figured out. But maybe the petroleum, the coke production is really different than the... Because really, we could change this to be producing fuel instead. But I don't want to mess with that factory because one day there's going to be an update, and that update is going to want me to build something that takes 12,000 of one of these things that I'm already set up to build, and so whatever, the generators, whichever one of these items we have a very good factory for. I would say one item we have a very good factory for. I'd say another item we have an okay factory for, but... and then two we have terrible factories for. So I don't really want to... Oh man, what do we need? Copper sheets. I feel like I'm kind of wasting time. I really should be working on the pasta. But it's boring. We just to go build another giant aluminum factory, and we may find that we're using too much power, but... Okay, what's our situation here? I'm just gonna steal this. Go to me. We have enough stuff to build 4 of these? Up here, so. And then we'll build some packagers, and we'll call it a day. I should only build 2 of these to start with, because I don't actually know how many I need at all. Come on, just fly! Okay, I'm gonna do something that I keep forgetting to do. Can I just make a Mark III? Let's do it. You're a Mark III. Great. Let's start with just 2 factories. I mean refineries. Big brother's got the keys, and I've got Jackson Cannery. We shouldn't do that because these are weirdly asymmetrical. Did Mother Nature tell you, boy, you come and go as you please? That's what she said to me. Big brother got the keys, and I got Jackson Cannery. Okay. Millionaires and mill rats live side by side. The rest of my brother's money is far from earth. Tell me, what's he worth? Same as you, same as me. Some factory. Okay, we're gonna try to take... We're gonna do what? This? 60 to 40. So this will give us 80 of that flavor sauce. And for now, let's just do this. Oops. Side by side. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's right there. Great. Far from Earth. Come on. Come on. It's right there. It's right there. You can do it. Okay. And then, do we have business for an industrial buffer? I'm doing baby buffer. Baby, baby, baby buffer. Okay. Are we doing the thing? No. We gotta do this. Are we doing the thing? Okay. You got your stuff. So, The thing I just have no concept of whatsoever. I mean, that's a lot. It's a long list. But a thing I have no concept of whatsoever is... Yeah, I would. That would be huge. Or just let you siphon power off of power lines. It lets you siphon power off the train tracks. So if I'm near a power line, I should be able to siphon power. If I'm near a conveyor belt, even though technically conveyor belts are unpowered, I feel like I should be. But yeah, if at a bare minimum, it should be as far as uh, a power line can reach. So how does this work? I haven't really used packagers very much. So two of those with two of those. How many of these are we making? So we should have the same ratio. I just don't know what that ratio is. What is our output over here? I think it's a lot. But it should just be the same number, right? Whatever number this is should be... So we should just have 4 packagers, I guess? Which we seem to have the business for. Millionaires and robots side by side. Is this correct? In the right place? I think so. Okay, let's just build a little packager tower. The ma'am. Wish you could have multiple ma'ams going. Maybe if you build multiple ma'ams, you only have one project at a time. Okay, biocoal. Forget it. That one's kind of interesting. Rubber concrete. I'm gonna go with this one because this might be useful for... It's still not as good as the recipe we have, I think. Because that recipe down below gets us 6... It's more... This gets you double. Like, tin copper ore gets you 20 ingots, but it takes iron to do it. But the water one below, if you have water... But let's just take this one, I guess. Okay, last hard drive. No whammies. So, yeah, what are we doing? We're just gonna make 4 packagers up here in the sky for some reason. That's not a very efficient way to do that, but okay. So we'll get a thing up here, and then that'll be fine. And then packagers, I don't remember what you're even shaped like. Shaped like this. Okay, so the idea is we're gonna try to get... Well, we didn't do any of this work yet. And 3 mergers. Off from Earth, tell me what's he worth? The same as you, same as me. This factory. Well, now after saying I never listen to Binfolds 5 anymore, it has managed to get Binfolds 5 stuck in my head. All this crime. I could have lined this up better. Oh well. Don't tell me it's too steep. Don't tell me it's too steep. It's fine. It's fine. It's not too steep. It's fine. Let's do this. Surely that's okay. Okay. Let's not do that yet. And then up here, oh yeah, give me some power. Okay. Couple splitters. And these are gonna make packaged fuel, packaged fuel, packaged fuel, packaged fuel. Tempting. Oh yeah. Let's do this dumb thing. Wish there was a nice way to do it, but oh well. Really? I feel like pipes normally let me get away with everything. Really? Oh no. Built it too high? Bummer. Let's do this instead. I have a better idea actually. Since these aren't asymmetrical, then we have an easier way to do this. I guess I was thinking of asymmetrical refineries, but we can just do this and just connect them the opposite way. That's easy. That's how I should have done it. Oops. Okay, this needs to go over yonder. It's downhill, so we don't need any pumps. Great. Can you reach it? Just reach it. Come on. Okay, so we want 40 fuel per minute. How much are we actually producing? Come on, just fly. There's no power. I'm just gonna drop dead. Just let me fly. Just let me fly. Okay. This sucks. Let me fly. Okay. 140 fuel per minute? What did we say? This is still not really going to do the job, but we could make too much and throw it in the trash, I guess, if we want to. We're making 80, actually. So we're dumping, that's letting us dump, that's letting us, we're sinking 120 into fuel. Previously, we had 160. So how much are we actually outputting? So this takes care of 120. Kind of. We're not actually, we're making too much, but it would in theory sink 120. And we need some of it going that way. So 20. So yeah, that's 160. We're sinking 120, so not really enough. But we're using some of it to make more petroleum coke, which we need. So I think it hopefully it roughly works out, just to keep the rubber from being throttled. I'm not too worried about this little thing being optimized, because it's just kind of a, you know, a kind of a resource sink, but without throwing things in the trash. So let's do a bunch of merging. Put that in the right place. Seems like my throttling worked. I don't really want to throttle that, but because I can just undo it when not streaming. Okay, well, we did that thing. That's certainly a thing that we did. So what are we going to do with this? Just make a bunch of industrial containers and just fill them with... I don't have the resources for a bunch of them, but I know where the resources are. Well, that's not ideal. Now where do I want to put these? Just randomly on the ground somewhere? Okay, let's go get some pipe and some steel, of which we have quite a lot. Okay, and then this is already all full up. Well, that's okay. We'll just burn through it constantly while flying. So, I guess what we want to do is just make a absurd amount of industrial storage. Because why not? Just let me fly. There's a power thing right there. The ma'am. Did I delete that temporary ma'am? Probably. Sounds like a thing I would do. Alright, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for. This is one that's going to solve all our production problems. Turns copper directly into computers. It's not horrible, actually. That's pretty good. 300 per minute. We already get 360 a minute, so what's the real advantage here? 4 turns into 6, 12 turns into 20. So that's 4. That's a 3 to 4 ratio. Or a 2 to 3 ratio. But it takes what instead? I don't want to do that. It's petroleum coke. And this... I don't know, we have so much extra steel over here, I think we should just deal with that. So I'm going to say this one, because that could be useful, but not... Didn't really... not super great. But oh well. So, let's do the following thing. and just make a very silly... Just let me fly. Just let me fly. Just for a moment longer. Did I do that correctly? Beautiful. Okay. I don't want to carry jet fuel around with me all the time. I haven't used a jet in this game in probably 50 hours, so I don't remember what it's like. Maybe I'm going to be so shocked and I'm going to love it. I'm going to go empty my pockets of all this extra garbage that I carry around all the time, but sometimes I need this garbage. I don't know why I have any automated wiring. I don't know why I have this. Because I might need it one day to open up a hard drive. I was the wrong button. But it all worked out in the end. Okay. So, I don't even have the jetpack with me. So I haven't used it in so long. So let's go get the jetpack and change my life. And then we're probably done for today. So, we made so few pastas today. Is our pasta machine throttled? That would be terrible if this whole time... Oh no. Was the pasta machine throttled this whole time? I mean, these are still throttled and that still sucks, but maybe we've upped rubber production where we can make some rubber computers, at least. Seem to be fine on circuit boards, so if we could do rubber computers... Our oscillator situation actually seems okay. I mean, this one has enough... I forgot how many we said we were using across the way. Because this one's 2.5 computers and this one's 2 computers. So we need 4.5 computers. And this is making 3.25. This one's only making 2. I mean, I feel like we can up them to be symmetrical, right? Like, at least. I don't really know why I have this one under. Why didn't I do that a long time ago? I think I thought I didn't have enough circuit boards or oscillators, but I guess we do. Even if our oscillators are not fully maxed out, since we have the whole extra oscillator manufacturer, maybe it works out to be okay. Maybe that's all I needed to do. Guess we'll find out. I mean, we're backed up enough here that we clearly could go a little faster. In fact, why don't we just do this? Let's just do this. Let's just do it. So... Oh yeah, but the pasta machine, that's a real concern. The pasta machine's broken. I don't know what we're doing. That would mean we're... Oh. Maybe that's where the rubber was going. That was all backed up for so long. Okay, the pasta machine is going. What are we missing here? We're very short on something. That's the radio control units. Which we're sending here for... what reason? Supercomputers. Shoot. So that's 6.75. That's 6.75 radio control units here. Uh-oh. And that's 2. I feel like we looked at this. So that's 9, basically. And how many are we actually making? Probably not enough. Probably not 9. We're making 2.5 and we need 9? Okay, switching to the radio-based computers was a bad idea. That was a poor choice. That ruins our pasta production. I guess I didn't quite register. I mean, it looks like we could make more, so we need 9. We could just overclock the crap out of this, I guess. We have plenty of oscillators, plenty of aluminum at the moment. We seem to have a lot of computers. That gets us up to 6.25. That takes care of one of them, but that still leaves us... No, it doesn't fully. We need another one of these. We need another radio manufacturer. And I built this perfectly so we don't have enough room. That was really expertly done. It almost looks like I deliberately designed it to not have enough room. That's impressive. I don't want to move that. What about these things? These empty? That's a lot of freaking computers. Okay, we definitely have enough computers over here. This is going to drastically up our crystal oscillator consumption. These are 100 per minute, but I think we're okay on those. Seems like we got a ton of that. So I think we can do it. We just can't put it where I want to put it. I'll say destroy this. Will 2 fit there if I destroy one of them? I don't think so. Manufacturers need most of 3. 2 of them really takes 6. So I don't have room to put it where I would like to put it. We could put them face to face, I guess, and then just reroute those. Oh man. Okay. Well, let's get the jetpack and just see how it feels. Just take it out for a spin. Oh no, the bitrate got bad. Right after I said the bitrate was fine. Good heavens. Just everything's falling to pieces. Where's that gunpowder we needed? I should put some in my pocket. Okay. Stupid jetpack. No more fixed misgifts. Don't need the coffee cup. Okay, here we go. What's it like? I just can't remember. Still really slow. Oh yeah, I forgot. The jetpack sucks. I forgot I hate the jetpack. I forgot. I totally... How could I forget? That was all not worth it because I hate the jetpack. It's all coming back to me. Jetpack's the worst. It's terrible. Well, we had to sink the rubber stuff anyway, but... Maybe the packaged fuel will come in handy. Oh yeah, I truly forgot how much I hate the jetpack. I blocked that in my mind. That's why I haven't used it in 50 hours. Because it's terrible. I need to make some healing stuff. Okay, well, so... The thing we actually need to do is build... Huh. That's a bummer. I really wish there was a way to more, like, reasonably move totally full containers. But there's not really. I mean, I guess I could put one of these containers early, or I could put a container later. Definitely don't want to touch that stuff, but... Or we just clean up these conveyor belts and we just bump the whole operation forward a little, which is maybe the easier thing to do. Or we stick it on top. So many options, all of them dumb. I don't like any of those options. So computers, aluminum. Oscillators. computers. We have just an embarrassment of computers. Just a... Okay, I think what we're gonna do is the following thing. Okay, it's gonna be slight. Oh man, that's not great, but let's just do it. I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. Let's just do it, and then we'll stop streaming. Let's make a storage container for computers over here with these other storage containers, just so all of our buffer friends are over there. And then let's just make an insanely fast thing to just dump all of those computers in there, just to get this all out of here. How much is this using? This uses 3.125 per minute. And how much are these producing? Only 2.5 per minute. So we're going to end up using like 5 just for the supercomputer thing upstairs and the... okay, well then we're going to have to change our computer strategy. We're going to have to do the rubber. Okay, so now we can delete this, delete this, delete this, which was from here. And it's now going to go over here. And it wants... really... something like that. Alright, we got a computer supply. Now, what do we do about this nonsense? What are you doing? Okay, we have computers coming in here. I should have done this a different way. I can already tell. But oh well. And that means... just delete this. That's all that stuff in there. Shoot, we need all that stuff. Just throw that jetpack in the trash. Can't believe I got a jetpack. Get all this fuel out of here. What a terrible item. Worst. How could I forget the jetpack was so bad? Because the rocket is so bad, but compared to the jetpack, it's the best item in the game. Okay, what we want to try to accomplish... so those all merge there. Not really buffering anything here. That can go away. That can go away. We're dropping all these critical items all over the floor. I mean, I don't even know what alien carapace. I don't know what we can do with that anymore. Wait, is that true? You can move every single thing in one container to another? You telling the truth to me right now? No, it's shocking. I'm hearing this is a shocking statement I'm hearing. Okay, so oscillators. What is this third place that oscillators go? Into the manufacturers. Okay. So we kind of can't, this is important. These two things need oscillators. Okay. These two things get oscillators. Don't forget. That's critical. What is this? Does that also get oscillators? Why can I suddenly not fly? Okay. That also needs oscillators. Where are these oscillators going? I don't even remember. Okay, so, well, we clearly have... Wait, really? No, 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 that's the radios. Okay, that's radios. Oscillators... Okay, let's delete this for a minute, and then try not to forget it. And let's try to build some manufacturers. Probably don't have enough stuff. We built two? Of course not. Heavy modular frames. Disassemble multiple containers, the last container being an empty storage box. What? Wait, that doesn't even make sense to me. It won't just disassemble that last container? Also? Maybe I'm not quite understanding. Like, you have multiple things selected and do disassemble, and the last thing selected is a storage box. It puts the stuff in there? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Where are all the heavy modular frames in the world? That's the factory. They're over here. Oh, in one of the... Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, in the... But not in a storage container, just in the... Whatever, the throw it on the ground box. The trash box. Garbage pail. But then how do I get all of that stuff into a usable storage container? The thing I do sometimes is build a storage box, empty my whole inventory in it, and then do take all input. Is what I should have just done here. But if you have industrial buffers, it takes... Like the industrial ones, you have to do multiple passes, of course. Why can't I fly? Okay. No, that is true. Because I do end up with... I do end up with stuff all over the place. Okay, how about this? I don't like that, actually. Let's try to make this less terrible. Manufacturers are a hassle. Conveyor belts and Factorio, better. Better in every way. Why is the floor too steep here and it wasn't too steep there? Great question. Okay, this is radio control units. We can't forget that. Just essential information. I just want to be sure I have enough room to do the splitting. Oh, is it because there's a stupid tree here? Is that your problem? Or is it this thing? I was maybe a little too far. A little aggressive. Okay. Come on. Just destroy the tree. Building a building. You can just destroy the tree for me. It's not It's not too much to ask. Lots of games do that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the dumb thing that is the worst, and let's just imagine that. Okay, why are you on stilts? Why are you on stilts? Because of that one tiny plant? You're on stilts because of this, which I can't pick up because my inventory is full. Okay, I couldn't build a building because of that. Cool. Okay, so yeah, if we build another one, we'll go out to the right. So let's build this, imagining that we are definitely going to build another one and send it out to the right. And so we need triple splitters stacked very high. Right here. Here. So we decided if it's on the black line, it's okay. I don't remember if that's true, but we'll see. Guess I was wrong. I think maybe you had to be all the way back on the line. Maybe that's what I was remembering. Okay. Splitter. Back here? How about here? Come on. You're gonna let me do this, right? You're gonna make me tear this down and rebuild it a third time. Like you love to do. Probably. Okay. Okie dokie. And then this one's no problem. I already forgot what goes in here, but it's at least some of it is at least. Did I do one of those backwards? Okay, so computers go in one of these. And these aluminum buddies go in one of these. Come on, you can go in the air. It's not gonna kill you. Don't do that. Just go where I tell you to go and you wouldn't have this problem. If you wouldn't try to connect there, you wouldn't be having any issues, game. If you would just go the place I'm telling you to go. Yeah, okay, great. Well, then we're just gonna clip because that's apparently what you want to do. And then this one is radios, and it's going to be a little bit weird. So we should probably do a splitter. It's going to be fussy, huh? I don't know if that's going to work. Of course not. Come on, really? Should have sent this to the top then and send that one to the middle. How about that? Great. Okay. So that should be radio time. Whatever those are called. Radio control units. Wait, did we figure out a better recipe for those? No. Okay, so radio control units, and plug them into power. Upgrade the power thing. Okay, radio control units. And this, we want a merger. Did that wrong. We want a merger facing the other way. Where's this supposed to go? Up here? Maybe? Okay, so. That's all well and good. Okay, we're making these. And then now our problem is... Let's just do this. Seed things a little bit. Now we need to also be sure that we're sending these radio bros where? Here and here? I think. That's probably fine. So one of you goes that way, and one of you goes that way? That seems believable. I have no idea what's using. These factories even turn on? What even is this? What is... I don't... Oh, is this our crazy motor factory? I forgot we upgraded motors. Right. Well, it's okay. We can send this way because it'll just fill up the conveyor belt soon, so that's fine. Okay, so did we do good? Did we do good work here today, or did we do something terrible? We wanted 9-ish of these, right? So we want to overclock them to get in the ballpark of 4.5. Okay, I don't know. That hopefully helps our pasta problems. Really, how many do we need? We actually need... Yeah, 8.75, so calling it 9 is fine. So let's go make sure we have at least a few over here, so we're not in totally abysmal shape. Okay, and the pasta party continues. Oh, we made very little progress today. Very little. For 3 hours, what did we accomplish? I don't know. We just like, I just did fixing lots of broken optimization things. Or if I had just built factories from scratch instead of trying to piggyback on existing infrastructure, it would have been fine. Who knows? We made a lot of jet fuel for the jetpack that I forgot that I hated. Rocket pack has problems. Or whatever this thing is. The hover pack? It has problems, but at least it's not the jetpack. I can just hover all day on this jetpack. Just hover all day. I really am not often a mod person, but I think that exosuit mod. Okay, are we constrained on... We have too much... Oh, well, now we have too much rubber. Well, that's okay, right? Because we were thinking of making rubber computers. That's what actually we decided we were going to do, whatever, 2 hours ago. It's true. We thought about Oklahoma. That's when we say, yeah. Oh, yippee yokai. Yeah. Okay, so we have Quickwire that is doing nothing at the moment except just moving quickly. So we have Quickwire, we have rubber. We have rubber and I mean, how are we actually doing over here now? Now that we way overclocked these, probably too much. Are we really okay, or are we just eating through our buffer and everything's going to be a disaster soon? Seems like we do have a glut of circuit boards. I think I want to make 2 of those assemblers of the rubber and... Oh wait, they must be manufacturers though. Nobody likes manufacturers. Manufacturers? That is a manufacturer. I don't like manufacturers. Well, I don't like them. Build a couple manufacturers here, I guess. That's when we say, oh, it be okay. Hey. I really just wanted to make sure I place this perfectly. Over the Jetsons approach. Always. I don't know, manufacturers take up so much room. Out of iron plate. Such a trivial resource. There's a whole screw factory I decommissioned because I got a new recipe and I hate screws. That was good. I was pleased to not have to deal with screws anymore. Okay, we have this dumb thing that's just for iron. Jetpack. Good grief. I'm slouching. Oh, sit up. Sit up straight. Let me stop this. Go place. I'm gonna go watch some This Whole Tony videos, maybe. I just build 3 of these because I have the resources and I'll just assume I'll use them at some point. This takes a lot of power though, actually. This might be a terrible idea. We don't have to run them full bore. I've been living too fast. I've been living too long. Caterium computer. Okay, let's try to get this right. So, I think I already screwed it up, sort of, but we'll try. So if we build a splitter way back here, like way back here. Are we okay? That was actually the wrong way to do that, but oh well. Now we'll fix it. Put it on the highest one first, because it's the most finicky. Well, that was not what I wanted at all. Okay, What do we actually need? We need circuit boards. I see some right there. We need rubber. This is terrible. Like splitting this off in the middle of all these randomly. I'm never going to be able to. I feel when the next update happens, I just need to abandon this base, basically. We'll just have to go somewhere else in the world. Really? Wait, did I make all these wrong? Oh, that's supposed to be a splitter. Okay, oops. My mistake. And then quick wire. See it right there. We'll try to get some quick wire. I've been living too fast, and I've been living too long. Ooh, cruel world, I'm gone. This big old world has got me running round. I heard a voice that said, just settle down. And with the moonlight as my guide, I got a feeling deep inside. I know now that I am homeward bound. Okay. We should not run these full bore because they take way too many circuit boards, right? Where's our quick wire? Okay, here it comes. So let's run these. Probably just like 50% clock speed, something like that. There's a lot of wire too. Even that might be too much. Why is it taking so long to get this wire over here? Hurry it up with the wire, everybody. Okay. Okay, how's that? Big dumb computer factory. So, somewhere... This is a terrible way to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do as close as it will let me get away with it. Okay, it's fine. Let's do it. You're not going to let me do this, right? Okay. So, let's, Not thrilled by this asymmetry. I should have centered that one. I blew it. Okay. We want to merge. Oh my gosh, Inscription is so good. Inscription is so good, and it is so... I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously award shows are a absurd joke of all kinds, and they're all whatever, who cares? But when it's so clear in a year of bad games that Inscription was so head and shoulders above basically every other game released this year, almost nothing was even remotely close. I don't think it was nominated for Game of the Year in the Game Awards, which is just it's outrageous. I think it was nominated in one or two categories and it didn't win. What are we doing? What are we even doing? Inscription is so far better than all these other games that won. I will say I didn't play It Takes Two. I watched some video of it. Not really for me, but I think there's still something to it. Actually, like Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is still one for the history books as far as I'm concerned. I think the second game, A Way Out, was not as good. It seems like they kind of got their stride, that studio, with It Takes Two, but I don't know. Pretty surprising that would be the game of the year. Yeah, I mean, of course, yes, it is. It is so. It is mostly a commercial and a place for announcements and so on. But um, I don't know. Maybe I'm expecting too much. That in the process of making that commercial, you could actually recognize a true achievement in the medium. But nah. Okay, there we finally. Is it finally happening? Maybe we crank this down a little. I don't know how many I'm actually getting. So maybe we try to bump this down to 4, so it's clearly 8 oscillators. As it does, we have exhausted a lot of our supply. Hand seeding like that is probably a terrible idea, because then it means I won't see problems for longer. You know, the other thing I could do actually is just make this factory responsible for the computers needed on the other side of the world, and then make these only responsible. That is actually probably the way to do it, because then we would know exactly how many computers we need here, which is exactly 4.5, and we could make this 4.5. Let's do this. So let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's just make these what we know we need to make. So 2.25 each. Which is not even full production, but let's just try it. Right? And then I don't even know what that one's for. That's old. And then what are we trying to do? Was it this conveyor belt? Needs to be computers. So that doesn't look pretty good. And then let's go see how many computers we actually need over here. Elden Ring is quite anticipated. I can't believe you can jump. Ugh, yeah, I'm ready for that game. For sure. I'll call that my most anticipated game because I can't even think of another game I'm anticipating at all. So I guess it is by default my most anticipated. So here, 2.25, 2.25. So we also need 4.5 computers over here. We are not getting enough aluminum casing, which is bad. How is that possible? Uh-oh. Well, because we need 142 a minute. And that's... Well, wait. We have it. We just are using conveyor belts that are too slow again. Okay. Was that really the whole problem? Oh, a very interesting conveyor we've created. Okay, hopefully that was it. Because we have it. We have a lot, in fact. Okay. Okay, so we need, yeah, 4.5. So same thing, 4.5. So these just need to make 1.5 computers, which is kind of underutilizing them, but oh well. But even then, we don't have enough circuit boards somehow, so... Maybe that will help us. That doesn't look good. What's going on with our circuit board situation? I mean, it looks to the untrained eye like a lot of circuit boards, but... Okay, we have a circuit board congestion back there. There we go. That was probably a problem previously too. Okay, are we gonna do it? I think we will. Okay, that seems okay. Okay, well, who knows? 3.5 hours later. Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. At first, I read that as Five Nights at Freddy's security beach, and actually, that was pretty exciting. I'm excited about whatever the weird secret Kojima game is with Microsoft. Let's see. What are my weird searches? Oh, that's a serial number. I was like, what are they looking for? Um, this assumes any games actually come out in 2022. Elden Ring, obviously. I don't really care about. I mean, I don't know. Horizon Zero Dawn, I thought was good, but pretty curious about Starfield if it actually happened. I did like the first God of War game quite a lot. It feels so weird that it's only going to be a 2-game thing. Um, Gotham Knights, Hogwarts Legacy, Stalker 2. Wait, is that actually Stalker based on the novel Stalker? Was the original game? It's an older game, right? Never played Stalker. I really liked I read the book or the short story recently, whatever it is, Roadside Picnic, that it was based on. How do y'all play that? Interesting. Okay. Gran Turismo, Breath of the Wild 2. We'll see. We'll see. Probably want to play that. Go try Tokyo. Forspoken. Stray looks so pretty. I wonder what it's going to be like. Gollum game. Splatoon 3. Evil Dead the game. Scorn. Yeah. Outlast Trials. I mean, from this, nothing's jumping out majorly at me, but Elden Ring for sure. God of War. I mean, actually, I sold my PS4, so unless maybe I won't be playing any PlayStation exclusive next year unless a PS5 comes out that doesn't look so stupid. That's right. I won't buy a PS5 because they look too stupid, and I don't want one in my own home. Also, there's no games. Maybe there'll be some games next year. It'll eventually come to PC anyway, right? Oh, I mean, yeah, it already looks like a Wi-Fi router. So it just looks so dumb. I don't like Microsoft's industrial design broadly. I mean, they've always made it okay, like mice, but I think they got it right with the Series X. Just make it a black square, so it doesn't. I don't need like electronics with an opinion. If it's gonna be a stupid plastic box, just make it a stupid plastic box. You don't need to like try to have your plastic box have an opinion. That's one of the reasons I want to go from whatever this. Obviously, if you prefix anything with gaming, it's going to be hideous. But just like, why? Why do you want this in your home? Where does this go in your home? In your home where you live, where do you put this? How do you integrate this into your home where you sleep and brush your teeth? So we want this. Not even quite business. Just this little guy, right? Let's just get this. I think I'll get one of these. It's not a wireless access point, but that's fine. I can use my existing little Google Home router as I just put it in bridge mode and use it as the access point. The only thing, I would buy this, but I don't think it does link aggregation. So I would have to get another device. But I don't know. Maybe it's good to start down this path of for one day when I have a home. Yeah, if your router doesn't look like it might come to life as some sort of like Decepticon arachnid. Is that how you spell that? I don't know how you spell it. I just want to see, like, you know, in the bad movies, the terrible movies where they, like, the home appliances were turning into Decepticons, killing everybody. Oh boy. What? What's going on in your brain, man? I just want to see the yes, all this when all the home appliances start to come to life. That's what. Yes, great, very good. Wait, did that Decepticon have a? Wait, hang on. Yeah, it did. Okay. This here it is. Oh, the router. Look, there it is exactly. Great. Except it didn't have 110 of it. They could have used his legs. Oh boy. Well, at least. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Why is everything so hideous? Okay, well. This game is now like in idle clicker mode for me, where I just have to sit and watch it. I just have to sit and watch the numbers go up. These numbers look reasonable, right? Like, to do better than this, which we probably could at this point, we need one more of these factories. But, I mean, maybe we have. Look at all the circuit boards. Look at all the automated wiring. Like, it seems like we could add one more factory, and then... Or at least... Wait, one of these was only partially overclocked, right? Well, let's do that at least, and get it to where we have... Oh no, I don't have any more energy tubes. I think I saw that movie in the theater. Because that's the thing I used to do. Watch movies like Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I don't remember the small robot with the gun. So, wait, where's my worms? I should just keep more worms in my pocket. Call me Dr. Worm. We got a lot of worms. I've been overclocking a lot of stuff, though. I'm a little worried about power consumption. Where's it? How are we doing? Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. But if we're going to upgrade the pasta, we probably do need to get some more water to our nuclear reactors. So, what's the sitch here? So we just said we're going to overclock this to get 2.5. So we have a total of 5. So we can overclock one of these to the point that it needs 2. What's the right number? We want to overclock it by, yeah, 30%, or 1/3. We want to overclock it by 1/3, which would be 0.33333. So this should put this at 2. I mean, you know, you want to know how I got the purple worm spin? It's because I don't deal with the jetpack. I can use my power lines to just go insanely vertically, because usually purple worms live really high up. And, yeah, that's how you get the purple worms. I know. You wouldn't know. I mean, because you use the jetpack, so obviously. I get it. You've probably never seen a purple worm. But once you go high up enough and far enough, they're all over the place. Everywhere. The place is covered with them. I don't even deal with blue worms anymore. I don't have room for them. I have too many purple worms. Okay. Well, we added. Ah, we went up by 33% on one of these, so that's a real triumph. But if we made a third one of these, I really should stop playing. Or I could just make a third one of these. The bummer is like once we, I'll make a third one of these and we'll be in good shape and we'll get all these made, and then we're gonna see that we still need 500 nuclear pastas. Okay, but I think we want more of these eyeballs. Because we do have, I mean, we've got plenty of stuff. And we're fully overclocked. So, it really feels like we could have 4 eyeballs and be fine. The problem is it's really annoying. Manufacturers are so dumb that... Oh, should we just do it? Should we just do it? So make 2 more manufacturers? Do I have the stuff? We got modular... Well, that is a little of a concern, actually. Because we have no modular frames. We may be in trouble. I don't think we're making modular frames fast enough. Uh-oh. Or we're shipping too many of them out. But right now we need 5 heavy modular frames per minute. And I think we're splitting our output. I mean, that factory looks real backed up too, but it looks like it's short on something. What's it short on? Oh, now we're short on concrete. So we yeah. What did I say? We need 5, and we can't even make... We can't even make 3 a minute. And we're splitting it in half. We're sending a bunch of them on the train. So... We're about to be in... Yeah, we're going to be in trouble. We only need... Even at the moment, we only need 20 per minute. How are we so... Why are we in such bad shape for... Encased... Somebody using them? We need 20 a minute. We're making 18. Why? Is that true? And are we constrained on steel beams, it looks like? Uh-oh. Well, okay, we just have problems all around the world. All the way across the world. Which is dumb because we have like infinity steel over there somewhere. But I must have imbalanced the steel trying to make more copper pipe, and now we have too much copper pipe. So great. Yeah, I don't know, Ben. Maybe I do need to do the thing. For my totally standalone factories, it wasn't a problem because they're like they attempt to be perfectly load balanced, but I don't know. Some part of me wants to just say for the next round, like when the time comes and it's time to we just have too many copper pipes, right? Is that what's happening here? When the time comes that we just wipe it all out. Wipe the slate clean. Okay, well, let's just say that these two are going to become steel pipes. I mean, steel beams. Ugh, so dumb. I hate cleaning these. These get so. Come here. That was the wrong direction. Shoot, I did that incorrectly. We want to probably just. Like, let's delete all these because I don't want any pipes. What I would say, like, it's too easy to get pipes all over the place. So let's merge there. Or just whatever's on the conveyor belt. Because inside the splitters, things get gummed up in the splitter where you can't even see them. I don't think I described that well. Okay, hopefully we got this thing, and hopefully that is more... This one is not even hooked up, so that is... Did I just do that, or was that not hooked up the whole time? Okay. And this thing? How about now? Is that better? Looks better. And part of that is stuff that was jammed up, but... Okay, that's gonna be like 45 more per minute, so maybe that helps. Hope it helps. I don't really know what this is doing here. It's just here for show. I think it's because I had a bunch of steel in here. Okay. Well, we don't anymore. Okay. I think I'm getting sleepy. So I'm starting having trouble making English words. Speak English words. Trouble. Bad. Okay, yeah, because we have way more steel than we're using. Because I just came in quickly, had to like try to quickly balance this because I needed more steel pipe, but I obviously imbalanced it and now everything's a mess. But maybe this will help. Maybe this will help. I'm gonna stop and go with those pipes. I mean, it's still not enough. It's still not enough. We need more concrete, but maybe at least we're now not painfully constrained. I mean, not concrete, the encased doodads. Just make one more of these, I guess. That's kind of crazy because I feel like there was a long period where we were... I had tons of this stuff. Tons of this concrete stuff. More than you could shake a stick at, even. That's a lot. Why would I do this? Why would I make this particular choice? Unclear. It's unclear to me why I would do such a thing. But okay. Let's not do that. Wish I had built those on foundations. But oh well. I hope this works out. So let's... we want a splitter. I probably can't even properly align... Wait, did I put that backwards? I did. Okay. Let me try to split you like this. Split you like that. That doesn't seem right. So what? This one is Concrete. This one is steel, so we do need to split. Steel. Leslie? Where's Grimbone? I've been Grimbone a long time. Every time we see Grimbone, Australia is on fire or exploding or something. Something is happening. I hope Grimbone is alive, well, and in one piece. And not on fire. We did this pretty lazily. Okay, so this somewhat better now? How are we doing now? How you like me now? Pretty good. Going on, feeling strong. Quit my job, blowing leaves, telephone bill up my sleeve, smoking like a one-man dust bowl. Freedom rock, rock climb one. Wait, freedom rock, rock climb, tossing a cold one down. Lit up the stack, grab me a beer out of the sack. Everybody's been over twice, painting the lawn, throwing some dice, leaping up into the air, getting juiced up beyond belief. And then we're singing like this. Winos throwing frisbees at the sun. Now I'm moving, now I'm drunk. Now I'm running like a flaming pig. Okay, now we have so many of these, but we still... I mean, it feels like we have a lot of everything, but... What did we need? We really need to be making 5... Okay, right, that was the whole thing. So just for our eyeballs, we were burning through... We need 5 just for the eyeballs. Was that true? There's even more than 5, just 5. Okay. 5 just for the eyeballs. So that means these really need to be making 5 each, because we're sending half of it off to the other whatever. Neverland. On the train. I don't even want to think about what's going on over there. So really this... Just overclock it, I guess? Is that the solution to all of our problems? And if we build another factory, we build a third one, try to get... $5.75? I'm somehow feeling like these numbers are not... Oh, did I have it wrong? We didn't actually need... Okay, maybe I had it wrong. We actually only need... No, wait. What? Oh, so this is about to get much worse. Once we finish this, this is gonna... end up as like 15 per minute or something. So we're probably going to be short on that again. Now that's 16 per minute and 9 per minute. So we really need 25 of that a minute. And we just added 3, 6, 18, that other 6, that was 24. Although apparently I forgot to plug in the power. Wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. I really should build another one. We're only a little bit short, so let's see how bad it is. It's gonna be bad. Are we not making any pasta? Or what's the pasta situation? Okay, we're making pasta. Okay, we gotta be done for today. I guess we're just gonna try to make more eyeball factories. And then just continue to try to optimize so that we can serve those eyeball factories. Again, more eyeballs. More eyeballs. Okay, well, I don't know where everybody is today. It seemed life is yours in 100 years. I think I think he's gone home. I think he finished school. Dracklin's doing space trains. Ben's around. Thanks for hanging out, Ben. I haven't heard of a binary all day. Who knows what's going on with anybody? Obviously, the real problem is I need a new router because that would that would solve the problem. The problem that nobody came to the stream today is they couldn't because there were routing issues, and that's why I need a new router. Makes perfect sense. Okay, bye.